Oh boy, I really wanna see if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Oh boy, I really wanna be with you cause you're just my type. Oh na 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 na. What's up everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little stream for you lads and lasses. We are here to discuss the latest breaking and just the latest Manchester United transfer news and goings on of today and tonight. We're going to be covering it all in this video. There's plenty to get into tonight, so should be a good show. Hello to you all. Thank you for waiting patiently for us to get going. We've got plenty to get into, as I say. Do us a favour at the start of this stream and smash that like button on it. Give it a massive thumbs up. Every little like helps the stream, so smack that thumbs up on it and give it a share around. You know it makes sense. And if you're new to the show, of course, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so and get yourself in there and say hello in the live chat. Just like everybody who's here right now, such as Malps, Must Play, The Vootinator, Neil Walker, Madhouse, let's go. What's going on there? The Vootinator, Rajat V, The Hoop Man, Lord PlayStation, Matej, Stay Gold, Nick Stevenson, Malps, Ruthless Sausage, The Hoop Man again there. We've also got Cat Lego in here, Neil Walker, Aaron Agnew, Gungshi. Thank you, Gungshi. He says like and retweet for Piggy. Well said, my lad. Yes, that will help the show out. Do us a favour, smash the like, give us a like, but also give us a retweet. We've pinned the tweet to the top of the live chat, so you can go over and give us a cheeky little retweet on Twitter. That will definitely help out the show as well, so please do that. Plus, we'll shout you all out later on, you know, in the show. Dave Jason says 5 fucking ads before the stream started. Brilliant. That's good, mate. That's about 5 pence that I've earned there then. Fantastic. Pro Glazer says support Glazers. Just get out. Get out. What's up there, Goffy? Claude Bannister, George, Lord PlayStation, Primot, Dublin Games, Rushmano. We're going to be covering that in a moment, Stay Gold. Absolutely, my friend. Super Fat Frank, hello. Andy Kendrick as well. Thank you, boss. He says, smash the like for the pig. Thank you very much. They call me Mr. Williams as well. Prasam, what's going on, lad? Thank you, Rajat and Randon and Goffrey and everybody else as well. Thank you very much for joining us for the stream. We've got loads of legends in here. Welcome, everybody. You want to know what's going on with Onana? Obviously, I'm sure you've probably seen on social media and stuff the latest goings on. Anyway, a lot of you avid United followers. But we do have the latest for you. This is what we do on this show. Every night we jump on here. We cover the latest transfer news of the evening just to give you a sort of concise rundown of what is actually going on. Hello, Vincent, TC Boy, RL, Big Pads, everyone. Thanks for getting in here. Of course, it's a fully interactive show, so get your thoughts and comments in the live chat throughout the show as we go along. But also remember, we will have a big Q&A at the end of the show and try to get as many people's comments read out as possible. So you can always come back, or you can stay until the end of the video so you can have your say if we haven't happened to have picked on you and read your comment out beforehand. So get your thoughts in throughout. Right, so, you know, we want to know about Onana. We obviously want to get him in here pretty desperately. Man United slow as ever to get deals done, but it's looking like it's imminently going to happen. There are lots of fresh reports this evening, and we're just waiting for a proper here we go from the likes of Fabrizio Romano and obviously a full-on done deal sort of situation, and there being an announcement of a deal in place between the two clubs, Inter Milan and United. But at this moment in time, fresh reports state that United have increased our offer for Andre Onana to £47 million, including the bonuses. And he is closing in on a move to Old Trafford. So what that really means is it's 55 million euros, 47 million pounds, 55 million euros, 50 million euros up front with a further 5 million euros in add-ons down the line. So performance related, or after a set amount of appearances, or perhaps it could be winning a trophy or something like that. There's extra added bonuses in the form of about 5 million euros for Inter Milan further down the line. So they stand to make an initial 50 million euros with the possibility of that rising to 55 million euros. That's where it's at the moment, guys. So thank you very much there, Gerard Corrigan, for getting in here with a super chat of a pussycat there. Come on, let's get a suey in there for him. Thank you very much there, Gerard. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you for that. Get in there. Hope you're well tonight, mate. Thank you very much for the super chat, bud. Okay, so £47 million, 55 million euros. Sounds about right. I think Man United can get this deal done. It's probably, I don't know, a little bit too much for the guy. I don't know. I mean, 55 million for a goalkeeper is quite a lot. But it's less than the 60 million euros, which is what they wanted initially. So if we can get an agreement in place at that price, United haven't been fully bent over, I suppose. Chris Reader reporting that talks were reopened between Inter Milan and Man United earlier on. The two clubs were said to be about £6 million apart. United want Onana signed for the US tour. So, of course, in 6 days' time, we depart to the USA where we will be on tour. Obviously, the first game's against Lyon next Wednesday, and we're hoping to have him in United's ranks by then. We are trying to sell a couple of players as well, as reported by Chris here, just to, bolster the possibility of maybe getting some other players in, and also to fund this. So, yeah, it's a lot of money. If you're talking about two players that we've brought in, and we haven't quite brought Onana in yet, but we will be soon. It's imminent by the looks of it. Mason Mount plus Onana. I mean, you talk about £110 million or £100 million around about there in order to bring in these two players. That is quite a lot. It is quite a lot of money. I mean, some people are saying that that's good business. I think we have essentially overpaid, but it's not really about the money. It's about giving Ten Hag what he needs and what he wants. And, of course, we don't have a goalkeeper at the moment. Guys, we've just got 5 new members of the channel, courtesy of none other than Gungshi. Gungshi, you legend. Thank you very much indeed. What a hero. What a massive supporter of the channel you are. Thank you for gifting out 5 memberships on the channel, mate. You are indeed a legend. Let's get a hashtag legend in the live chat for Gungshi. He is like the Sir Alex Ferguson of this community, no doubt. What a bloody legend. Thank you so much, Gungshi, for the support there, mate, and for making 5 people new members. Unfortunately, one of them's gone to this Pro Glazer melt. How annoying is that? Pro Glazer has got one of the sponsorships. That's fucking annoying, that, guys. Nobody wants a Glazer shithouse as part of the community. Nightmare. Little Jimmy has become a member. C Talentless has become a member. Playmaker. Driss El Kafui as well. See Talentless, and yeah, and that's about everyone. But you know what? Thank you very much indeed. Special shout out to Gungshi for gifting out 5 memberships on the channel. That is awesome. Really, really nice of you, mate. Really cool. Thank you so much. But unfortunately, a Glazer shithouse has got one. Right, okay. So thank you for that, my friend. What an absolute legend. Right, just to get back in and cover the Onana business here then. So Ben Jacobs reporting that Manchester United and Inter expect a full agreement over Andre Onana imminently. Both clubs confident of agreeing a deal with only minor points outstanding, and talks are moving fast. Man United want it done before we fly out to the US. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think we will have Andre Onana as part of our squad for that first game in 6 days' time against Lyon in the USA. Smash a 1 if you think that will happen. Smash a different number in there if you don't think we're capable of getting that deal done by then. Let us know what you guys are saying. But, I mean, I'm hopeful that we will be able to bring him in. It's just a case of the two clubs finally reach an agreement tonight, or today, or tomorrow, very soon, imminently. And then obviously paperwork's need to be drawn up, and then he's got to fly into Manchester and have a medical. So it could all happen reasonably quickly once it's actually been agreed. And there is no issues with personal terms. That is not going to be a problem. He's happy with what Manchester United are proposing, essentially. And of course, he'd have to sign on the dotted line and all that sort of thing, but not an issue in terms of what Manchester United would be offering. Sing Games doesn't think it's going to happen, though. Well, this is Man United we're talking about. Maybe, says Rushmano. Dante says 1999. Hello to you, Mr. Dante, you legend. One says Arctic Jacko. TC Boy says 1. No, unfortunately, says the big guy. No, says Chloe Jenkins. Yeah, well, it could happen, but also it wouldn't surprise me if we take a long time to actually get this pushed through, because you know what we're like. But yeah, it's imminent, folks. That's what it looks like at the moment. So to give you the latest rundown, Gianluca Di Marzio over in Italia reporting that Manchester United and Inter are close to an agreement on the initial amount, which is, as I mentioned, 50 million euros plus bonus. So a combined total of 55 million euros, 47 million pounds, essentially, all told. That's including the bonus. So that's what Di Marzio is reporting, that the deal is close to being agreed, and that's sort of the figures that's being thrown around. And as we've mentioned, lots of different outlets reporting that that is indeed the figure. And it sounds about right, 55 million for Onana, based on the previous negotiations and bids that we've had. Fabrizio Romano has given us an update this evening, and he said that talks have been very positive today for Andre Onana to Manchester United, and it will continue tonight. The deal is very, very close to being completed. So that's obviously really positive. But as I say, guys, there's nothing yet to suggest here we go. It could well happen during this stream. We might actually get a bit of information through on the grapevine that says that this deal is actually done and agreed between the two clubs. So, hold your horses there. We might actually see that throughout the show tonight. But if not, then it should be tomorrow. It should be very soon that there is an agreement on the deal. So get in there, my son. Andre Onana coming to the club. I mean, I'm sad to see David go, of course. David De Gea, our previous goalkeeper. But look, buzzing to get a new guy in who could change the way that we play and make us a better attacking unit. It sounds maybe a bit funny to talk about a goalkeeper making us a bit better attacking. But actually, if you look at what he could bring to our squad, bring to our team, the idea is that we will be able to play a new style. He will be able to play out from the back. He will be able to sweep up. He will be able to distribute really well as a goalkeeper and provide us that extra bit of creation maybe from the back, and also the ability to transition from defence to attack. Pro Glazer has just gifted out a membership on the channel. Fair play to you, my son. Let's get some green and gold emojis in the live chat, though, for this Pro Glazer melter. And some hashtag Glazers out, mate. Why are you Pro Glazer, mate? Are you some sort of Arsenal scummer in disguise? Listen, all the rival scummers are Pro Glazer, because they know that as soon as the Glazers are gone and Man United have got Sheikh Jassim as the new owner, or somebody who's got bags of money and ambition and bollocks, that Man United will be an unstoppable force once again, my friend. So I'm not surprised you're a Pro Glazer, especially if you're a Liverpool fan or something like that. So, thank you for gifting out a membership on the channel, though. He's paying it forward there. Thank you for paying it forward there, Pro Glazer. Gungshi made him a member, and now he's just gifted out a membership on the channel, and it's gone to Daz Sweets. Welcome in, Daz Sweets, to the channel membership, mate. And thank you to Pro Glazer there for doing that. But you are indeed a disgrace for a name like that. Could be right, Stay Gold. It might be Zayn Miasi's other account. You could be onto something there. Must be Ed Woodward, says Young Wizard. Maybe so. But thank you, though. Anti-Glazer, that's what we are on this channel. We're not pro-Glazer at all. We don't like the owners of this football club. And they're shackling us at the moment. We could have had a much better transfer window than we've already had if we didn't have those guys here. If we had a settled new owner well before the season finished, or certainly as the season finished before the window opened, we'd have probably had a good few players signed by now. Yet again, the Glazer stench is still lingering at Old Trafford, and they are stopping us from actually making these strides in this summer transfer window. Get out so we can start moving on as a football club, because make no mistake, we would have more players now if it wasn't for those twats taking forever to sell the football club. So get out. We've had enough of those guys. But who knows? I mean, so far it looks like we will have Andre Onana and Mason Mount as our first two signings for the summer. How would you rate that so far as a transfer window out of 10, guys? How would you rate it so far out of 10? I'm not talking about come the end of the window. I'm just talking about it's the 13th of July. It looks like Onana and Mount are signed already, and there's still plenty more action left to do in the summer transfer window. I give it a 4 out of 10, guys. It's not good enough, is it? We should have gone and got a striker for a start. It's still decent. Mason Mount's decent. Come on, he's probably going to be a good player for us. I do think he improves our starting 11. I would like to see Man United's midfield consisting of Casemiro, Mount and Bruno. That's what it seems like would be the best option for us on paper, at least, going forward for the season so far with the current squad as it is. But it's not improved us massively. It's not like we're going to magic up 30 plus goals out of Harry Maguire's bloody backside between now and the end of the summer transfer window. So we definitely need to provide goals from somewhere, and we need to get some quality in the team. It's not good enough at the moment. We've just basically replaced like for like with De Gea. Not like for like in the same style of players, but a good goalkeeper for a good goalkeeper. And we haven't actually addressed the striking issue or any of the other problems in the team. We have got a midfielder which will help out our options, definitely. And we overpaid for that guy, if you ask me. So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. You was says 3. Berber agrees with me, a 4 out of 10. 6 says Dave. 6 says Neil. 4 says Arctic Jacko. 2 says Heath Edwards. He's going in there raw. Madhouse says 6. Staygold says 5. Rajat says 5.5. Elliot says 3. Boomy says 6. Vincent says 3. 1 says FJT and Sonic Asano. A lot of people very much underwhelmed by the transfer window so far, and I have to concur with you guys. It's not good enough at the moment. We need some bloody goals from somewhere. We should have signed a striker by now. We should have be trying to sign 2 strikers by now. 2 different sort of forward players to help us out. Why not? If we want to have ambition and challenge for the title next season, that's what we need. We're not going to be able to do it with Tony Piggin Martial as our only proper striking option at the club at the moment. Rory C, thank you very much for the super chat here. Rory, he says, sup, Mr. Pig, would you take Phil Jones back for a free as a replacement for Maguire? Rory C, the C must stand for see you next Tuesday, mate. What are you talking about, Rory, lad? You're off your tits. No, I wouldn't take Phil Jones back. We've only just got rid of that T-boy. That'd be pretty mad. Look, I want Maguire gone like the next man. But to bring Phil Jones back, that would be just, that's a bridge too far, mate. That's a bridge too far. Phil Jones is finally gone. You know, let's celebrate that. Let's not even think about that. Next, you'll be asking for Pogba to come back, mate. You know what I mean? Don't be silly. It's taken us years and years to get rid of that twat. But I do hope that Maguire goes in this summer, to answer your question there. Hey, guys, we've got a highlighted member comment from none other than Rush Mano. He's the joint longest serving member of the Bacon Brigade. This guy here, Mr. Rush Mano, 42 months a member. Check that out, guys. That deserves a round of applause in the live chat. Come on, 42 months for this guy supporting this channel. Getting on for 4 years now. He's been paying that membership every single month. What a bloody legend. Tier 2 member, Mr. Rush Mano. Thank you so much. He says, we are in the same situation every year. Always a problem with funds. Until they go, nothing changes. Feel so sorry for Eric Ten Hag. Yeah, we'll probably end up signing Wout Weghorst back on loan come the end of the window. I feel sorry for the guy as well. Like, we are just hugely shackled by the owners. We can only hope that the deal for new owners gets agreed and finished and wrapped up very, very soon so that the new owners come in and obviously then we can start to really move forward as a football club. But you're absolutely right. It is the same situation, dawdling around in the summer window, not wanting to spend that little bit of extra cash to get deals done nice and early and to get the people who we actually need for the manager. So it's all well and good saying, oh, you know, we've spent 110 mil or whatever so far on these two guys. But if we look at the squad and what we need, we're still quite far away from what we should have going forward for the season. I know there is still a bit of time left for the window, but there's no excuses really for us not to have tried and done a little bit more for this transfer window so far. Very poor indeed. Thank you, Rushmano. Great point as always. Thanks for being a member all that time. You are indeed a legend, lad. Thank you so much indeed for supporting this channel for that amount of time. And if you want to be a channel member, guys, it's $1.99 a month. You can click the blue join button on YouTube and you get access to badges and emojis and your name in green and a highlighted member comment once a month as well, like that one from Rush Mano. Get in there, you handsome bastard. Right, okay. So, you know, it's imminent, guys. What can we say? It's imminent in regards to Onana. It's not done 100% just yet. It could well be announced this evening as we're doing the show, but it's very, very, very close. As per reports from Fab and everybody else in the know, really, that this deal is almost done. So it's looking like 55 million euros is the price tag, aka 47 million pounds. That's including 5 million euros as a bonus further on down the line. It's a lot of money to pay for a goalie, it really is. Plus factor in how much he's going to actually get up front as a signing on bonus, a few million, and then also a cheeky wage at Manchester United of in excess of a couple of £100,000 a week. It's a big money move for a goalkeeper, this. Big money move for a goalkeeper. So we've got a lot of expectation for this guy coming in. He does look like the bee's knees. He does have the best years ahead of him. He's only 27. So we've upgraded in a lot of ways from 32-year-old David, who's a great shot stopper, but that's about it. We've got Andre Onana, who's now going to hopefully be a great distributor as a goalie. He's going to be great with his feet, playing it out. He's going to be maybe a more cool head at the back in those regards as well. And so it's very possible that this transforms Man United style. Wow, Zarini, we've just got 10 new members from the main man, Rush Mano. Get in there, my son. Come on. Let's go. Let's get some Sues in the live chat. I don't care that I'm wearing a Ronaldo t-shirt and he's a turncoat traitor. Sue, get in there, Rush Mano. Thank you so much. Mate, 10 new members there from Rushy. That is awesome, lad. Thank you so much indeed, bro. Quality stuff there from Rushy. He's gifted out 10 memberships on the channel. What an unadulterated legend. Thank you so much, Rushmano, for all the support and all the help over the years with the news and the updates throughout the show. He's gifted a membership to Rory, Heath, Pablo Jones as well, Mohammed, Rory. Who else? They're still coming through. But either way, we have to celebrate Mr. Rushmano here, guys, for being an absolute legend and gifting out 10 memberships on the channel. Really generous of you, my friend. And welcome to the 10 new members here. Get your favourite Phil Jones emoji in there to ward off the evil spirits of Phil Jones, but also to celebrate these legends who have been given a membership by the big legend here, Mr. Rushmano. Thank you so much, Rushy. Very nice of you indeed, lad. Thank you, bud. And we've just smashed 100 likes on the stream as well. Come on. Great stuff. Great effort, everyone. What a community. Thank you for every single one of you who've hit that like button on this show. Please continue to smash the likes. If you're just joining the show, make sure you drop a like on it. It's free. That's all we ask, is a cheeky like spike, and it will help the channel and help us be pushed out there on the old YouTube algorithm. So make sure you drop a little like on it and give it a share if you want to do that. Thank you so much for Rushmore. They're still coming through. You thought we'd seen the last of this gurning Phil Jones face. So had I. I might have to change that, actually, because he's no longer a United player. Plus, it gives people nightmares. You know, he's kind of like the modern-day Freddy Krueger, this guy. You know, he appears in your dreams at night. Well, he does mine anyway. Such a legend. Thank you, Rushmana. That's very, very kind of you, mate. Absolutely, really appreciate that, my friend. Get in there, you beauty. And Luke has got his highlighted comment in here. He's been a member for 17 months now. Hashtag 17 for Luke as well. Come on. He says 7 players cost 225 million. We sold them for 0 levels. Oh, that's United for you, bud. I think the only player we've made any sort of profit on over the last few seasons is Dan James. Like you say, we bought Pogba for like goodness knows what in the end with all the agent fees and everything, but close to 100 mil. I think it was 85 million transfer fee, but then there was all sorts of fees and stuff as well. And we let him go for nothing, rightfully so, because he's shite. David De Gea was just gone for nothing. It's like when players leave Manchester United, they usually leave us for nothing. You're absolutely right. We are poor at getting any sort of transfer feedback, largely because we pay these players too much money, and it's just hard to actually get rid of these shite players because they're on so much and nobody wants them. But good point. I mean, we literally are poor when it comes to getting any sort of return on our investments back. You're absolutely right there, but it's kind of pathetic, really. It is kind of pathetic. We've got another highlighted comment from the main man, Mikhail Kramer, as well. He's been a member for 36 months. Hello to you, mate. He says, hey, pig. 36 in the chat for a long-time legend and one of the mods of the channel. Thank you, Mikhail, for supporting this channel, being a legend of this community as well. I do appreciate it, my friend. Good to see you. How are you tonight, my man? And also, Ryan Deegan. Thank you for the €10 super chat there from Ryan Deegan. What a lad. Thank you so much for getting in here raw. Yes, really do appreciate that. Thank you so much, guys. Get some super chat emojis or some love hearts or something in there for the guy, and that'd be much appreciated. So earlier on, I want to talk about this. Fabrizio Romano just retweeted this tweet, which I want to get this up on the screen. Obviously, it was something that came out about 7:15 p.m. And we've got plenty of information. Like I say, Fab after that tweeted that talks have been very positive and that it's very, very close. But I'll just give you the update because he did retweet it just a short while ago as well. Thank you, Rushmano, for sending me that through, that he's just literally retweeted it, which means that it could be imminent tonight. So hold your horses and wait a second, because he may well have a little bit of a bomb to drop shortly. It's not really a bomb, is it? Let's face it, we know this is coming. But still, though, it would be nice to get the here we go tonight. This was earlier on, and he's just retweeted it anyway. Breaking news. Manchester United are now closing in on Andre Onana deal as final verbal proposal has been made during the talks today. Understand it's £50 million fee plus £5 million in add-ons. Structure of add-ons being discussed then. Done deal. It's imminent as expected, and he's just retweeted that apparently. So that means that, it's probably imminent, guys. It could well be very soon this evening. So great news. If we can get this guy in, that'd be amazing. Would really look forward to seeing him represent us in the tour, because that's what we need. We don't need, obviously, to get this guy in so we can go on the USA tour with him in between our sticks. We want to get rid of Henderson, and we also do want to try and sell Hendo, and we don't really want to be going into the season with Heaton, let's be honest, as our number one. Not that he's a bad keeper or anything, but it's not enough. We need to start a new era at Manchester United, and this guy will help. We've got a new member of the channel, folks, and it's AML. Thank you, AML, for becoming a member of this channel. Come on. New member right there. Welcome to the Bacon Brigade. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for supporting the channel and becoming a member. Enjoy your emojis. Enjoy the admiration. Enjoy the camaraderie from the Bacon Brigade there, my friend. Welcome in, AML. Absolutely. Welcome aboard. Absolute legends. Great turnout tonight, guys. Great support from you, legends. Thank you so much. AML says, hello, guys. Love this community. Love you, pig. Thank you, AML. That's very, very nice of you, lad. I hope your name doesn't stand for Anthony Martial Legend, because he's not, mate. He needs to go, doesn't he? He needs to go. Hopefully that happens very, very soon. So, yes, guys, it's looking positive for Andre Onana. Let's just talk about Andre. Oh, hang on, watch this. Wait a second, guys. Oh, okay. Fabrizio's just tweeted out again. Andre Onana on his final dinner in Milan, here at Javier Zanetti's Botanero restaurant. Manchester United and Inter are closing. Fabrizio Romano's such a don, isn't he? The way he does these updates is so entertaining. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. Right, let's put this up on the screen, guys. So we've got a new update from Fabrizio Romano that's just come in here. And I'll get it up on the screen for you, legends, so you can see what's going on. And this is what he's got to say for himself. So there's more news here, guys. Andre Onana on his final dinner in Milan, here at Javier Zanetti's Botanero restaurant. Manchester United and Inter are closing in on final details of the deal. All parties expect Onana to become a new Man United player in the next hours. Almost there. Come on, my son, get in there. It's coming along. You're right, Rushy, he's milking it, isn't he, big time? He's literally milking this one. But you know what? Fair play to him. I can understand why he'd milk it, to be fair, because they call him the milkman, because he always delivers. And, it's obviously nobody can be right 100% of the time, but as far as these journalists on social media go, he is more often than not pretty dead on. So if he says it's going to be a few hours, there is a good chance that it should be within a few hours, hopefully even sooner than that. I would love to think that this move could get all done and dusted and agreed within the next sort of hour during this show would be excellent, just to get the news going on. Gungshi says, is he having linguine or penne? Exactly, we don't know. I mean, he strikes me as a lasagna man. You know what I mean? He strikes me as more of a lasagna man, does old Andre Onana. So we'll have to wait and see, but interesting. If it's Javier Zanetti's, then isn't it some sort of Argentine restaurant? I don't know. Focus on the goal scoring striker now. John O'Connor, welcome in the stream. Completely 100% agree with you, bud. You're absolutely right. I mean, this is it. Now, if we've got the goalkeeper done as a suitable replacement for David De Gea, now it's all literally about trying to find a goal scorer for us to take us forward this season and score some goals. Because if we analyse the landscape of our forward players, we have got quite a lot of talented wide players. No doubt about it. Marcus Rashford's a great player who can play up front. He scored 30 goals for us in all competitions last season. A really fantastic return from the lad. But he's not an out-and-out clinical goal scorer as a number 9. He is somebody we can use and play there, absolutely, but his best position is probably left wing. And then we've got Garnacho, a great youngster on that side. Sancho, he can play there. And on the right side, Antony's obviously Ten Hag's golden boy, with Sancho being able to play there as well. And a couple of youngsters like Pellistri and Ahmad Diallo there. So we've got quite a lot in terms of the wide positions. That's not a problem area for us. There's no point us strengthening those areas. And the midfield now is coming along. I still think it wouldn't hurt to have another sort of maybe defensive backup in the midfield, i.e. a Palhinha from Fulham type of player or something like that. Just simply because, if anything happens to Casemiro, we could be showing some vulnerabilities there. But we have got a decent midfield there now, no doubt, because we've got Mason Mount, we've got Bruno Fernandes, we've got Christian Eriksen, we've got Casemiro. And McTominay and Fred are still knocking around the gaff as well, even though those guys can do one, if we're being honest. And they may well not be here come the end of this transfer window. But certainly, as of, right now, the midfield is not looking terrible. It's looking okay. So I would say that's not a problem area for us. The defence maybe needs to have a player added to it. I think if you look at the left-back position, that's pretty okay. Luke Shaw seems pretty in shape these days. He's not been eating too many Frey Bentos pies on his summer holidays. And he's looking like he's more of a devout professional these days. He signed a new contract recently. I've got no real issues with Luke Shaw. He's never going to go down in the pantheon of greats, I don't think, of left-backs alongside Evra and Irwin for Manchester United. But he's a very, very good player who's versatile. He could also do a job at centre-back if we need him to. And then we've got Tyrone Malacia, who's backing him up, of course, at left-back, who looks like a very good prospect for the future. So no problems with left-back. The right-back position, I don't think it's got too much problems. I think Wan-Bissaka showed what a great player he can be under Ten Hag for the second half of the season. And, of course, Dallow's there, provides you something different as well. we could strengthen in that area, but it's not the most gravest position to strengthen. And then the centre-back position, probably we could do with a good hot prospect, a great youngster to come in there and do the job for us when we need to rotate, when we need to rest a player, when there's an injury. Let's face it, we've got Raphael Varane, who basically has polystyrene legs. He's constantly injured. He's constantly on the physio table. And that is a bit of a concern for us. He's a great player. When he's fit, he's a beast. But unfortunately, he is an injury-prone guy. And you need somebody to come in and deputise. And Slabby Maguire ain't it. Lindelof, he's not a bad backup to have. But I still think you need somebody else who, could come in, a young player maybe, who's capable of doing a job now. But also will take a back seat and will develop at Manchester United and will try and grow into that position over the course of a few seasons and do really well long term. That's what we're looking for. So, maybe we could do with a defender, but really, if you actually look at what Man United's squad need right now, it's not really that paramount to get a centre-back in. It's paramount, though, to get a striker in, somebody that can score us the goals, somebody that's going to help us for this season. So really what United need to do now is break the bank. Break the pig in bank now to sign a proper striker and get exactly what we need, which is somebody capable of scoring a shit ton of goals at the top of Man United's team. Harry Kane's the man for me, but Spurs are dickheads to deal with. Rasmus Højlund would have been a nice shout. So the latest on Rasmus Højlund, guys, if you haven't heard, Manchester United have been in some consistent dialogue with Atalanta over the last sort of week or so, and it's reported that they have rejected any sort of exchange deal that we could put in for Rasmus Højlund. We were interested in maybe doing a deal plus cash for Rasmus Højlund with a player. And there you go. Hey, Di Marzio reporting, guys, some breaking news that Inter Milan have sold Andre Onana to Manchester United. Onana, what's my name? Onana, what's my game? Onana, what's my name? What's my name? What's my name? Onana. What's my name? Onana. What's my name? So that looks good, guys. It looks like it's done. That's what Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting over in Italy now, that it has been done and that it has been sold. Onana. What's my name? So, of course, we're awaiting confirmation from people like Fabrizio Romano, but that is a fresh report come out just now from Gianluca Marzio over in Italy that it is done, that the agreement is in place and Inter Milan have sold him. Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. I think I'm going to have to update the title here, guys. I'm going to have to update the title. There you go. I'm going to have to update it. By the way, 220 legends in here. Let's get 220 likes. Smash that like button if you haven't yet. Please do hit that thumbs up and get yourself in there by subscribing and having your say. Brilliant stuff, guys. So it is done. Let me get that up on the screen as well so you can just see the source here. Thank you, Rushy, for sending us that live during the show, mates. Much appreciated. And let's get this up on the screen. So, yeah, great source. And that's good enough for me, really. So we'll just pop that up so you guys can see what's going on. And there it is. Breaking news. Inter Milan have sold Andre Onana to Manchester United. And this is Di Marzio. So it's looking very much like it's done. I don't think we've got any concerns about whether or not this is actually going to go through from what people have said, i.e. Fabrizio saying that it's very, very, very close and that, Andre Onana is literally at a restaurant right now having his last meal as a Milan player. It almost sounds like he's, I don't know, been sent to death row or something, the way Fabrizio Romano was talking about that. It's only Manchester United, you know what I mean? It's a great opportunity for the guy. It's like painting it out like it's some sort of a bad thing, like he's going to go for his last walk to the electric chair or something, you know? He's gonna be good at Manchester United, I think, and I think he's gonna find a good home, a good team, where it will actually kick on his career. Of course, it's the Premier League, but the way Fab was talking about it a moment ago, it's kind of like he was on death row. Berber says it's worse than death row if he's got Maguire starting in front of him. Hey, fair play. That's very, very true. We'll find out, won't we, if David De Gea was a bit of a fumble merchant or if it was just a fact of the low confidence of having a complete bottler like Harry Maguire in front of you that destroys the confidence. Because it can't be good, can it? It can't be good having Harry Maguire captain in the side and playing in front of you. I mean, what sort of stability does that give you? Not a lot, I would say. So it'd be kind of like, building a skyscraper using foam bricks. Like, you know, it might be light and cheap, but it's not going to give you the most sense of stability at the back there. So we don't want to see, obviously, we don't want to see that anymore. Maguire out, guys. That needs to happen. If Maguire actually stays at United this season, he's just a Jonah for us. Anytime he pops in there, you know, if you're Andre Onana, crikey. I mean, maybe Maguire would actually be better with a goalkeeper like Andre Onana behind him. No joke, just because he's more of a sweeper keeper, he's better with his feet, all that kind of thing that De Gea is not the best at. So actually, maybe, just maybe, Onana would help Harry Maguire. To be honest, I've seen Harry Maguire in England, I've seen him for United, I've seen him for Leicester, etc. Come on. He's shite, guys. He is shite. We've proven over the last 2 years he's shite. I don't need to see any more from Harry Maguire. I just want him out of the team. Jonathan says Maguire's had enough chances. I completely agree with you and concur. Confirmed in Italy. Oh, brilliant stuff. We've got more confirmation coming through, guys. It has been confirmed in Italy. Done deal and confirmed. Expected tomorrow that the paperworks will be done to close Andre Onana to Manchester United from Inter Milan for 55 million euros. That's bonuses included. Agreed personal terms for a contract until 2028. 7 million euros a year. So somebody could do some quick maths for us and tell us how much that is a week. But let's get this up on the screen as well, so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about here with the latest information. So here it is, very close to being announced from more or less everybody, but we've got some breaking good sources over in Italy that are giving us all the latest information. Done deal and confirmed, expected tomorrow. The paperwork's and it's time to close the Andre Onana deal to Manchester United from Inter for 55 million euros, bonuses included. Agreed personal terms for a contract until 2028, 7 million euros a year. Which sounds like a lot less than David De Gea was being paid, doesn't it? So let's just do some quick maths. 375k a week. Double that, that's £750,000 for every fortnight. Double that, that's £1.5 million per month. Times that by 10, that's £15 million. Add an extra 2 months worth on. And that is 18 million that David De Gea was being paid a year. Pounds. 18 million pounds a year. So if you do the maths here, guys, and you work out, it sounds like it's a heck of a lot less that we'd be paying this goalkeeper for David De Gea. That's if this is right. So the amount that we were paying David De Gea was quite hard to justify when you think about it. I mean, who would pay that amount of money for a goalie? It's crazy. But this guy is getting paid what seems like a lot less than half what David De Gea was being paid to be our main goalkeeper. So that does make sense from a wage structure point of view. Now what we could do is perhaps, utilize that money that was being paid out on De Gea, utilize it elsewhere in the squad and have a bit of a rebalance. Yeah, Daz Sweets, it's happened on stream. Absolutely, mate. Good that we're on stream tonight, mate, as it's happening. The deal has been done. Breaking news. No problems there. It's all been done and dusted, guys. So I'm happy with the level of the sources we've got. Di Marzio reporting it and various different outlets in Italy reporting it. And probably we might have a confirmation from Fabrizio Romano very, very soon. Gary Cooper says 135k a week. Excellent. Thank you very much, Gary Cooper, for the rundown. I mean, that may well be slightly different. This is it. This is just what we've got from Nicolo Schira over there in Italy. So it may well be slightly different, but it probably is around about that amount of money that he's being paid. Maybe, I would have thought, though, it's probably closer to 200,000 just because United are bottlers when it comes to overpaying players. But if you consider the Premier League, if you consider Manchester United and how much more money we generally pay players compared to, say, like an Italian team, it is a lot more money. So a lot of these guys will be on a lot less over in Italy. That's just the way it is. They will be on a lot less. So a good deal for United in the Premier League outweighs a great deal in Italy, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, could be a good price that we pay. Thank you very much for subscribing, by the way, there, Damon Matthews. You know it makes sense. If you guys are new to this channel right now and you want to get yourself involved for the chat and also to hear about all the latest United news and breaking transfer goings on at the club, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That is the red one that says subscribe. And also click the like button because that boosts us up and helps us out and helps us compete with clickbait wankers and corporation mugs. So do hit the thumbs up button. It's free to do that. And also make sure you hit the subscribe. So you think it's too damn much to stay gold? I don't think it is. Not when you consider that Henderson is being paid around about that, and he's just a backup goalie. I mean, if that's true and he's on that sort of money, then it's a great piece of business from Manchester United to get a 27-year-old goalkeeper coming into his prime, who's a big name, and will actually, the idea is to make us better as a team. That's the idea. Shimian says he's on a third of De Gea's pay. De Gea was on 19.5 million a year. Precisely. So you're talking about insane money that David De Gea was on. And it's a significant saving when you consider you could save 10 million a year. That's a really great striker's wages over the course of the next few seasons. Thank you, Gung. She says we got 176 likes. Let's get to 200. Yes, guys, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't done so. Drop a little like on it. That'd be awesome. Give us a big like and help us get there. Thank you, guys. And look, Maguire's on £180,000 a week or £200,000 a week. Tony Martial, I think he's on in excess £200,000 a week. When you consider that these guys who are absolutely useless and pitiful are on that sort of money, even if it's £200,000 a week on Onana, at least it's justifiable. At least it's it does make sense. But all these reports coming out in Italy at the moment suggest that it is a 5-year deal until 2028, and that it's around about €7 million a year. So we have to take that with a pinch of salt until there's a more confirmation of that. But it looks like that's reasonably accurate. And here it is. We've got another source over in Italy as well, just confirming the news, guys. Angelo Mangiante as well, now reporting that the deal is Johnny. He's a journalist for Sky Sports, and he said that it's €50 million plus €5 million as well. So there you go, guys. That's it. As we've reported in the title of this stream, £47 million. It equates to €55 million when you exchange it over to the European currency, and that is €50 million up front with a €5 million bonus down the line. We don't have the deals of what that may the information as the what sort of deal that is. It may well be performance related. If we win something, it may be appearance related, i.e. he gets if he gets 30, 40, 50 appearances for Man United, we pay the rest. But certainly bonuses are included in the deal, which takes it up to €55 million. So it's actually €50 million, and then the possibility of an extra 5. FJT, thank you for your highlighted member comment here, my friend. Get in there, you beauty. In fact, sorry, I've got to catch up with somebody else's highlighted member comment here. Who is it? The Vootinator. Thank you, Vooty, for being a 33-month member. Get a 33 in the chat. He's used his comment to say, now, thank you, Vootinator, for being a member all this time, you legend. He says, now we need to sell to upgrade other positions. Yeah, spot on, mate. Spot on. Well said. So if you look at all of the players we've got in our squad, there's quite a big number of players that we could certainly look to move on this summer, and it's not going to hurt our actual starting level, and even the squad at all, really. We've got to make a way for some new signings. We have to get some more players off of our books, wages-wise, and try and generate a bit of a transfer kitty for Ten Hag, so he doesn't just have to rest on his laurels with a couple of signings. Financial fair play may hinder us a little bit, but if we get rid of players and generate more income into the side, then that's going to mean that we can use that money to then go and buy new players. So it's imperative that we do get rid of a few players. The most realistic players to get rid of, as we've mentioned over the last couple of days, would probably be certainly Fred. Is looking likely that he could move this summer. Saudi Arabian teams are reportedly interested in him, and Fulham are interested in Fred. Also Henderson. Of course, he's not really going to get to play at Manchester United going forward now that we're signing Andre Onana. So it makes zero sense for him to stay at United. He's going to want to go and play, maybe get himself in England set up, all that kind of thing. So he's going to want to move. Somebody surely wants Henderson as their number one within the Premier League, so he's a saleable player this summer. Plus, he's quite a lot of money, 20 million quid. It would generate us good cash, and he's on quite a lot of money, so get him off the books. Scott McTominay's a melter. There's reports that Brighton, Roma, and Newcastle were all interested in Scott McTominay. Don't know why, but apparently that's true. And then also, there's a few other players. Alex Telles. So here's a little report that we saw earlier on, guys. I would like to give you the update here. In regards to Telles. Telles is wanted by Al Nassr, apparently, which is Ronaldo's team, isn't it? Breaking, Al Nassr target Alex Telles. So that could absolutely be the case as well. We've got confirmation from Fabrizio Romano, everybody. There it is. And it's happened during the show. There it is, guys. Fab confirms. Wait a second. Let's read it. Yes. Okay, well, it's more confirmation. It's not technically a here we go. But at 10:35 p.m, this is what Fabrizio Romano has said. Let me get it up on the screen, guys. to give you the latest news of what's happening here. Let's see what it says. So we'll read it together. But there you go. Tellez is a possibility. Anyway, there's players that we can get rid of is the point I was making. There's a lot of gash players around the gaff that we can absolutely get rid of. Fabrizio's just tweeted this out, guys. It's not a here we go yet, but I'm sure it's incoming any time soon. And this is what it says. It says Inter are preparing their official bids to sign 2 goalkeepers after selling on... Oh, he has confirmed it. What am I on about? I misread it. That's a confirmation right there. It's not technically a here we go, but it is a confirmation. Well, sort of. It says Inter are preparing their official bids to sign 2 goalkeepers after selling Andre Onana to Manchester United in the next hours. There it is, guys. It's basically done, isn't it? Next few hours, it'll be done and dusted. No dramas. Jan Sommer from Bayern. Here comes Jan Sommer. Is going to be a replacement. And they're also getting Trubin from Shakhtar Donetsk as well. Inter will bid for both and will try to sign both. So they've lost 2 goalkeepers. Handanovic as well didn't sign a new contract with them, and he has parted ways, and they're selling Andre Onana. So they're looking to restructure now and get a couple of new goalkeepers in. Very important for them to do so, and obviously they were waiting confirmation that they would be selling Andre Onana before acquiring another goalkeeper, I suppose. Now that they've got that, now that the deal is essentially imminent, that's it, guys. Very, very, very much the case that it's done, isn't it? It's no problem at all in regards to us getting the deal agreed with Inter now. It's all basically done. So that's good confirmation from Fabrizio that now Inter are preparing their official bids to sign a couple of goalkeepers to replace Andre Onana, basically. So it's as good as a confirmation there. Absolutely brilliant. We've also got an update on Kane very quickly, just to let you know. Harry Kane, this is from Fab this evening, just a few minutes ago as well, just so you guys are in the loop about Harry Kane. Bayern and Tottenham met for Harry Kane, but still no bid. Thomas Tuchel pushing to make it happen. Onana deals at final stages. And, so that's who we should be going for, guys. Smash a 1 in the chat if you think Man United should now turn our attentions to Harry Kane. I know there's a lot of ifs and buts and big hairy ones at that. Plus, I don't know if you saw it. Did you see him on Hot Ones, guys, eating spicy chicken wings? Fuck's that all about? Harry Kane on Hot Ones. But smash a 1 if you think we should turn our attention and try and sign Harry Kane now. I don't understand the hate about Harry Kane. He's obviously a great player. He's obviously a great goal scorer. The problem is that Spurs are scum to deal with, and they will demand probably around about £100 million at least for the guy, which for a player with only a few years left at the top and with only 1 year left on his contract and who's going to be wanting to be paid several £100,000 a week, perhaps it does not represent the best value for money. He's an asset that you will lose out on in a few years' time for basically nothing. But what a few years. What a nice few years we could have with Harry Kane banging the goals in at the top of our pitch. He's the ready-made player to come in and do the job and the business for us now in the short term. Yeah, we could play the long game and go and get 9-goal-a-season man Rasmus Højlund. But Harry Kane is actually the guy that probably solves all the problems for us at the top of the pitch right now. He really is, in my humble opinion. Rasmus Højlund is a great player too, and he looks like a real prospect for the future. But 9 goals last year in Italy, that's piss poor. That doesn't fill me with confidence he's going to bang 25 in the Premier League this season. And also, they're wanting £85 million for the guy, and that's just way too much money. Of course, they're probably going with a high figure to try and generate as much cash as they can, and they wouldn't realistically get that. But apparently Atalanta are not easy to deal with in regards to Rasmus Højlund, so it just turns my attention a little bit to Kane, thinking maybe the value is with Harry. Maybe the value is with Harry just for us to go and get that player, even if it does cost us an arm and a leg. At least we're getting who we need. FJT, thank you very much, FJT, for your highlighted member comment here, bud. I really do appreciate that. You being a member all this time. Let me just find it. It's gone. 4 months, man. Thank you, FJT. He says, hashtag Phil Jones for goodbye, Phil Jones. If you say so, mate. If you say so. Right, let me catch up with the chat here, guys, and see what you legends are saying. We got a lot of reaction to this Onana business. 9 goals as a bit part player. Well, Mark, that's the thing. If he's a bit part player there, what makes us think that realistically he's going to go on and be our number one Billy Big Bollocks at the top of the pitch and score us a lot of goals? I think he can definitely be a part of something, though, at United. Like, if we can get him for €50 million and we can sign another striker for the now, then Højlund's a perfect acquisition, especially if, Greenwood's going in the opposite direction and we can get a deal done for not very much money. It makes a heck of a lot of sense to bring this guy in regardless of signing Harry Kane. Honestly, if it was down to me, which it isn't, but if I was the director of football or the owner of Manchester United, if I was Sheikh Billy Big Bollocks Jassim coming in with a big swag bag and being prepared to buy players, the players I go and get this summer are Harry Kane and Rasmus Højlund. I get both of those guys because we need them for all the different competitions that we're in. We can't expect, one striker to do the job throughout the whole season, the Champions League and the FA Cup and the Premier League and all the rest of it. We need to sign 2 forwards. And there's talks of João Felix, as a loan option. That may be something we could do as well. But we should certainly be looking at getting a couple of forward players in there. It would be brilliant. It would be absolutely brilliant to see us have some ambition. That's the word here, guys. Hashtag ambition. That is the word that I want to see from Manchester United this summer, regardless of who owns the club. McKay says Rasmus looks good, but they can do one for that. Yeah, far too much cash. It's just far too much money for the player. If they're realistically looking for £85 million, it's just not going to happen. Gungshi says 206 likes. Guys, we've done it, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that thumbs up button. 206 likes. Awesome. We've got 200 on the stream. Brilliant stuff, guys. Thank you, every one of you, for hitting the likes. Continue to drop a like on it if you haven't done. Nice one. Simon Warner says Alanga going to Everton. Van der Beek played for Everton, was a major flop. Could Alanga fall in the same trap? I don't think so. I mean, Alanga's a lot younger. He's got a lot more potential, maybe. And I don't know. I don't think you should be writing off Alanga just yet, but I don't really want him to stay at United. He's certainly surplus, if you ask me, just because we've got a lot of talent in the squad and he's not going to play that much. But here's from Fab 7 hours ago. Everton will hold direct talks with Manchester United for Anthony Alanga. A new round of negotiations will take place. So, yeah, that is looking quite realistic. Also, another youngster that could be a source of interest this summer is Marc Jurado. Barcelona are working on re-signing 19-year-old right-back Marc Jurado from Man United for a 3+ add-ons. And then also Emeran, who's the lad that got the assist in the goal yesterday, reportedly has a lot of interest now. Breaking, Anderlecht, Vitesse, Coventry, Sunderland and Strasbourg have all inquired about signing Noam Emeran on loan this summer. So he's another player that you could potentially see going out in a loan capacity. And then, as I mentioned earlier, before the breaking news of Onana, Alex Telles is apparently wanted by Al Nassr as well. So, some big news going on there, guys, tonight. This is a big news show. And as previously mentioned, breaking, Inter Milan have sold Andre Onana to Manchester United. That's via Gianluca Di Marzio. Fab's reporting that it will be done in the next few hours, and we're just waiting for confirmation there. But it basically is confirmed, and it basically is done. We don't like to say things are done on this channel until they're done, but it basically is done. It is done. Simon Lee, that'll be tomorrow, my friend. That'll be tomorrow. It's as good as confirmed, Ryan, from Fabrizio Romano. So let me tell you Fabrizio's latest tweet in regards to the situation. This is what Fab said just a few minutes ago. He said Inter are preparing their official bids to sign 2 goalkeepers after selling Andre Onana to Manchester United in the next hours. So he's obviously waiting for his own confirmation there that it's been done, but great sources in Italy are reporting this already, and we trust these sources that are reporting them. So there's no doubt in our mind here on Flying Pig United YouTube channel that the deal is done. Come on, my son, get in there. Let's get a hashtag, Onana, what's my name? Onana, what's my game? In the live chat, because we've got him, guys. We've got him. Welcome, Andre. Absolutely, Ryan. We've got him. It's no dramas. Very unlikely that this doesn't happen now. Yes, it more or less has been Fat Chinese Game. And yes, I mean, there's nothing official from the clubs. Inter or United have not yet confirmed that there is a deal reached between the two sides. And we are just awaiting the final confirmation from people such as Fabrizio Romano. But some great sources in Italy already reporting that it is done. Angelo Mangiante, who works for Sky over there. And also, we've got a great source here as well to suggest that the deal is basically done. So don't worry about it, folks. Done deal and confirmed. Expected tomorrow. Paperwork's time to close Andre Onana to Manchester United from Inter for €55 million. Bonuses included. Agreed personal terms. And for contract until 2028 with a reported salary of €7 million per year. That's the latest on it, guys. So yeah, it's basically done. There's nothing to really worry about in regards to that. The question is, Are we going to stay on here and get the here we go from Fab Romano? I think we should. let's have a good old chat until it happens, because I think it's coming. I think it'll be here any moment soon, guys. I think it's coming any moment in regards to the Fabrizio Romano here we go. It's basically done. There's no concerns there. By the way, I'll take this moment to say thank you to everybody who's in here watching. Over 300 legends in here right now for this breaking news. Hit that like button. And hit the subscribe button. Oh shit, that's loud. Hit the subscribe button if you're here for the first time, because we cover all the latest United news in a no bullshit way. So if you do happen to have stumbled across this channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe. And also drop a like on it and get yourself clicking the bell icon for notifications. Apparently I've missed a super chat here, have I? Where's that? Oh yes. Palmarius, I apologise, my friend. Thank you very much, Palmarius, for a $4.99 super chat here, my friend. Come on. He says Kane could give you 3 to 5 years of 25 to 30 Premier League goals a season, maybe 40 to 50 in all competitions. Couldn't agree more with you, Palmarius. What more do we need right now? He's like the horse-faced RVP when we signed him with Sir Alex at the wheel. You know, he would give us at least a couple of seasons of quality goal scoring, no doubt. But actually, probably more so in this day and age. He's only 30, this guy. People talk about Kane like he has to walk around with a Zimmer frame or a cane. Kane with a cane. People talk about Kane like he's old. He's not actually old yet. He's actually in his prime still. So for me, it's the perfect player to go and bring in to try and get you, as you say, that amount of goals per season. He managed to get 30 goals for shitty Tottenham Hotspur last year, and most seasons he gets you 20 plus goals, 25 plus goals. You look back consistently now for nearly a decade. This is what he does. So I've got no doubts that he would be the perfect sign-in to Manchester United this summer. But from Spurs' point of view, if you can get, I don't know, 90 million euros from Bayern Munich, or you can get 110 million euros from Manchester United for this guy, and Kane wants to go to either or, then you'd probably be more inclined just to let him go to the team that's abroad in Germany. I don't know what Kane would want. Maybe Kane would prefer to stick around in Manchester United and play in the Premier League and get that record and challenge. But actually, as we've talked about, I mean, I don't care about the German League. Who does? You know, if I'm Harry Kane, why would he care about the German League? But one criticism at the end of his career that you could say about Harry Kane is he hasn't won anything. That's because he's been playing for those Spurs shithouses all this time. But coming to United, I suppose, at this particular moment in time, doesn't actually guarantee you trophies. I think it gives you a much better chance of winning trophies than it does staying at Spurs. Of course it does, because we're going to be in the mix. But it's Man City, unfortunately, Manchester Cheaty at the moment, who are cheating their way to all the glory and all the silverware, and that's the team that guarantees you trophies. Unfortunately, we are not that team that guarantees trophies within England at this moment in time. But Bayern Munich, on the other hand, that literally guarantees you silverware every single year. They always win the Bundesliga. They're going to be winning German cups. They're going to be playing Champions Leagues. So, you know, maybe he doesn't care about breaking the all-time goal-scoring record as an individual player within the Premier League. Maybe he doesn't really care about that. So, I don't know. If I was Spurs, I'd rather he went abroad and didn't go to a rival within the Premier League. And if I was Harry Kane, I'd strongly be considering the Bayern Munich move, just because he's going to win several trophies for the remainder of his career, and that's what he's lacking. That's what he hasn't had. He's guaranteed to win things. Yeah, it's German League, and it doesn't mean as much to me, at least, as the Premier League, and it's not as good as a league, but it does guarantee him victories, and it guarantees him trophies, and it guarantees him Champions League football every single year as well. So you've got to say there is a lot of plus points for going to Germany, and less plus points going to Manchester United. If he goes to United, he'll be kind of disliked by the Tottenham fan base as well, and he's been a servant for them for many a year now. Whereas if he goes to Germany, he'll still be a legend at Tottenham, still with the most goals in their history as an individual and all that kind of thing. Whereas if he goes to United now and goes and, you know, like, remember what Michael Owen said? If you can't beat them, join them. You know, if he goes and does that, then, you know, he's not going to be held in the same regard by those Spurs twats. Not that he should care about that, because who gives a toss what a mashed potato spud says? But even so, like, he might have that affinity with Tottenham, and that's his club in England. So we don't really know where his head's at this moment. If I was Harry Kane, I'd be strongly looking at trying to stay in the Premier League to break Shearer's record and to maybe win some trophies. But no doubt that the Bayern move is an exciting one, and also gives him what he needs in terms of wanting to win trophy. So yes, I do think that that is a strong move. Let's ask the live chat, guys. Where do you see Harry Kane ending up? Do you think he'll stay at Tottenham for the year and go on a free? Do you think he'll go to Bayern Munich? Or do you think Man United will end up with him? Let us know in the live chat, guys. Have a little vote. Tell us your thoughts and opinions. Always interested to know what you guys are saying. PSG says must play. UWA says Spurs. FGT says Spuds. Mount says Spuds. What if he stays at Spurs? Unless he signs a new deal, which I don't think he's doing, they are losing out on £90 million or £100 million if they don't let him go this summer. They will lose out on that amount of money. And I don't think Daniel Levy wants to lose out on that money. To be fair to Levy, he only ever sells players when they get what they want. But he's a very astute businessman in that sense when it comes to selling players. They always get big money for the players that they're selling. And I don't think that they'll be prepared to let him go for, you know, anything less than, say, £90 million. But I also don't think they'll be prepared to lose him for nothing in a year's time. So either they break the bank and pay him a huge amount of money to keep him, or they let him go to either Bayern or Man United this summer. Wolves says Jamie. Kane goes to PSG, says must play. Spurs says Simon. Why would anyone want to go to the French Farmers League? In all honesty. Berber says Munchen. Yeah, I could see it. Qatar will try to sign Kane. Bayern says J King. Bayern says you viewed an AML. Spurs says Jonathan Gallagher. Gungshi says Spuds. Alan Fay, good to see you, mate. Thank you very much, bro. He says, rest in peace, your mum. Glad to have you back, mate. Thank you very much for that, Alan Fay. I appreciate you, my man. Get in there, you legend. Much love to you, broski. Super sticker, says the Vutinator. Sorry, I've missed that, guys. Let me go up and check the live chat out. I have missed a super sticker here from someone. Thank you, everyone who sent any super stickers in or super chats in or anything. And I've missed it. And do you know what? I can't find it. I'm so sorry. Who was it? I literally can't find it. My chat's finished. There's so many people commenting in this stream tonight. It only goes back so far and I can't see it. So apologies for that. But thank you for sending a super sticker there, my friend. I appreciate it. Okay. Fat Chinese Gamer says Spurs because Spurs are asking too much for Harry Kane. Definitely the case, FCG. But if they don't want to do business with a club like United for a reasonable amount, then they do risk losing him in a year's time. I'd be happy with going to sign Rasmus Højlund this summer or a different striker this summer and then trying our luck at signing Kane next summer for free. Now, that also makes us a much better team in a year's time. The only problem there is that it leaves the door open for any team in the world to go and sign him. And I strongly believe if a 30 or even a 31-year-old Harry Kane is available for £0 up front, then the world and his dog is going to be interested in bringing him in. So you're going to see every team try and sign him next summer. There'll be a queue around the block. It'll be Barcelona, it'll be Real Madrid, it'll be PSG, Man United. All these different teams surely would be very interested in bringing him in. Bayern Munich, all these teams would be interested in taking him for free. So I think that if you've almost got to spend that money just to get your guy, just to get that exclusivity on him right now when you actually can, you've almost got to spend that money because next summer there's no guarantees at all. He's going to obviously test free agency if he was to stay for another year and go next summer for free, and he would obviously hear out as many offers as were put down on the table for him, and that could mean that he's tempted to go elsewhere. So I think if we're going to get Harry Kane, now is the time. If we're ever going to get Harry Kane, now is the time. Enigma Owl, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months, bud. Let's get a #5 in there. Thank you so much. He says, much love, brother. Much love to you also. Thank you very much for the love there, bro. Let's get some love hearts in there for the lad. Appreciate you. J King says 100 mil. Oh, it was Matthew Smith. Sorry, Matthew Smith. I've lost it, mate. I couldn't find it, bro. Thank you very much indeed for the super sticker, you legend. Much love. Let's get some hearts in there for Matty Smith there, guys. What a legend. Hang on, we got some more updates coming in. Let me just check the latest. What's going on here, folks? Give me one moment. Breaking news is coming out almost every couple of minutes at the moment. Also, hey, look at this. So Anthony Elanga, we're talking about Everton's interest in Anthony Elanga. We have another source here now suggesting that Nottingham Forest are also working on bringing Anthony Elanga and also still have that interest in Henderson also. So that's quite an interesting development as well. And then also, what's this, guys? Let's have a look at this. Yep, just another confirmation as well that the deal is done. So I don't think we've got to worry too much about Andre Onana to United. I think it's done. Oh, yeah, thank you, Rush Marlow, for sending me this. Who's seen the picture of Luke Shaw in United's new third kit, by the way? I feel like I have to put this up on screen for a moment, guys. Just because, I mean, it is absolutely horrendous. I don't know if you've seen it. We've already talked about it on this channel previously. But let me just show you what we're dealing with here for our third kit, right? Have a look at this, guys. If you've not seen it, it's absolutely ridiculous. What the fuck is that? Are we seriously going to have that as our third kit? It's pitiful. Is that to celebrate the new Beetlejuice 2 movie or something? What the hell's that all about, guys? Crikey. It looks like a shirt fit for the land of the... not for the land of the living. It's absolutely awful. Anyway, it does literally look like some sort of West Brom / Newcastle United hybrid atrocity. And I hate it, to be fair. So, what a terrible kit. Give that kit a rating out of 10, guys. What an awful kit that is. I mean, that is terrible, isn't it? Goodness me. Are we Newcastle United in disguise? Fucking hell. It's terrible. Anyway, that is a terrible kit that we got there, guys. Absolutely terrible kit. Horrible, in fact. You like it, says Daz Sweets. Well, fair enough. Each to their own, mate. You're starting to love it, says Berber. What? I absolutely hate it. Aaron loves it, though. 11 out of 10. Duncan says 0. -1, says Iceman. 10, says Dublevet. -10, says Sea Green. It is a polarizing kit, this one. In my humble opinion, it's vomitous. You know what I don't like about it is it's very Newcastle United-esque. And I want United to have our own identity. What I'd really like to see happen is the Glazer shithouses go this summer. The new owners come in, and then they do like a homage to the old school green and gold quarters. That's what I would really love to see. Like, they just go, you know what? Fuck this kit. I know it's already in production, but let's get rid of this shit and just get a green and gold #Glazers out celebration third kit on the go. That's what I really want to see. It's not going to happen, but maybe next season. That for sure should happen next season once the Glazers have gone. And then also we'll probably be playing in a Qatari kit at some point. You know how like Newcastle United have basically changed Newcastle. Their owners obviously are Saudi Arabian. And their owners have basically changed Newcastle into some sort of B-Tech Saudi Arabia team with the dark green vibes and stuff. Have you seen all that? Who's this in the chat? Oh, it's Zamiasi. Get in there, my son. Zamiasi, how you doing, lad? Thank you for joining the stream tonight. He says, Havertz out. Garbage. Brilliant. I mean, I could have told you that, Zane. Surely you knew that already based on his last season at Chelsea, mate. Don't understand that signing from Arteta at all. It's bizarre. What a flop he was. What a massive flop. Coming in from the Bundes and just doesn't really add up. Very strange again. Very strange. Fabrizio Romano has just retweeted again. That's right. Again, retweeted the tweet about Andre Onana having his dinner. So, so he has just retweeted again, guys, that's the case. Let's get that back up on the screen for anybody who wonders what it was. Where is it actually? 2 seconds. Let me get it up on the screen. But yeah, he's just retweeted it again. So he knows that it's very, very soon that this is happening, obviously. And very, very close from Fabrizio Romano. Actually, I can't have it. I lost it. But he has just retweeted again that he's having his dinner, guys. He's having his last meal before he goes to Manchester United, guys. There you go. It's very, very close indeed. But it's basically done, guys. It's done now. You don't need to worry. Bring back our blue away kit. Yeah, that was a good one, Jay. 100% agree with you, bud. All right, we're going to stick around for a good while, though, folks. Just to get the here we go. I think it's coming, guys. Smack a 1 in the chat if you think we should stay online tonight to wait for the here we go from none other than the man Fabrizio Romano. We've already got great sources to suggest that it's done. Like I say, Di Marzio reporting that it's done as well. There's no real concerns that it's not going to be done, but let us know if you think we should. Okay, we'll stay on a good while anyway and see what comes in. Yeah, it's a done deal. It's a done deal, mate. It's a done deal. We're just waiting for the confirmation from Fab. Very, very close indeed. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's Q&A time. Let's get into the live chat then and see what you legends have got to say. So, you know, we've covered basically all the latest news. It's a done deal for Onana. Get in there, you beauties. Happy days. Zamiasi says, another super chat. Sorry, I missed that one, Zane. Let's have a look. He says, Havertz out. Garbage. Hang on, I've already put that one up on the screen. Is there another one I missed? How am I missing these? I don't know. But Zane says, super chat, I've already laughed at you, Zane Miassi, mate. I've already laughed at you, bud. Let's get some laughing face emojis and some bottle emojis in there for Zane Miassi. It's a shit signing, mate. No one cares about Arsenal signings anyway, bro, like I say, but it is an absolute terrible signing. Yeah, thank you, Rushman. Says, if you want to help the pig, smash the like button. Absolutely, hit the thumbs up button. Smash the subscribe if you're new. And we'll cover all the latest goings on throughout this transfer window, so you'll be glad that you did. Berber says, Pig, will Onana make a difference if we keep the same goalkeeper coaches? Surely he needs his coaches from Milan, or we may as well have kept David De Gea. I disagree with that, to be fair. I'm not so sure. I personally think that he's going to be coming to the club with his own style, and the coaches will probably, to a degree at least, try and emphasise and try and, support that. They'll try and, bring the best out of him. So they're not going to coach him in the mould of David De Gea, I don't think. We're actually getting somebody else to do something different. Now, I know what you're saying, maybe if we approach it in the same way, but I don't think they will. I think it's like if you had two different strikers who played totally different styles. Like, I don't know, if you had a Chicharito Hernandez versus Wout Weghorst. Like, you're not going to necessarily coach them in the same way at all, because they bring different assets to the team, And so you're obviously going to want to coach him differently because, he is a different sort of player altogether. David De Gea, you're probably saying to him, I would be anyway, kick the fucking ball out as soon as you get it. Hoof it up the pitch, lad. Because he's not the most comfortable and confident on the ball with the ball at his feet when the opposition are pressing him and that kind of thing. Whereas with Andre Onana, you're probably saying to him, look for the short pass and look for the long pass up the pitch to players in space, and you are doing different things. So just because he's got the attributes to be able to pull different things off. So I think that you probably approaching them very differently. But you never know. I can see your point, though, to maybe getting different coaches. Hey, thank you for the super chat here, Viva Benga. Viva Benga, Viva Benga. Thank you very much for the super chat here, Viva Benga, mate. He says, thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much indeed, Viva Benga. Much love for the super chat there, bro. Appreciate it. It's a super sticker, in fact, and it is a kitty cat emoji. And it says, thank you. Thank you very much, Viva Benga, for that love there. I appreciate that. That's awesome, lad. Get in there, Viva Benga. Everyone, get a love heart in there for Viva Benga. Much love to you. Dan Sweet says, Onana's busted his last nut in Italy. Bloody hell. No need for that, is there? Jay King says Kovar is brilliant. Well, in terms of the youngsters at the club, he definitely is a good young keeper to have as a backup. Absolutely, and could go on to do some good things in the future as well. Chloe Jenkins, hello to you tonight. Thank you so much, very much indeed, for the super chat. She says, Erik ten Hag's coaches worked with him at Ajax. Great point, great point. I mean, let's face it. He has that experience of working with Andre Onana in the past. Surely he knows what he's going to sort of get with Andre Onana, and he's looking to try and emphasise that. He's looking to try and bring that out. And I think the reason why we've allowed David De Gea to go on a free transfer, no less, even though he's in his prime at 32 years of age and has been probably our best player over the last 12 years, if we're being honest, is because he knows what he wants, and he knows that David De Gea can't give him what he wants. And he's looking for this new player who can be more of a sort of modern style goalkeeper, who's going to be more appropriate for what Ten Hag's style is. And so therefore he's gone and got him for that very reason. So I think we're just going to see that brought out in Andre Onana. He's going to have that ability to, we might even get a couple of assists from the goalkeeper, that kind of thing. He's going to spread the ball. He's going to play those short passes in tight spaces at the back to stretch the opposition, but to keep the ball and be able to then take it up the pitch for us with the rest of the team. So he's going to it gives us more ability to do that because he's much cooler on the ball. If you saw him, for instance, in the Champions League final, I was very impressed with Andre Onana, how he looked up against Man City's press, etc. He just looked chilled. And what it meant is he's getting up, he's playing those balls up the pitch. Inter are getting up, they're getting in and away, in behind sometimes. And they're also finding those pockets of space by the byline where he can just play a short pass to them, and there's not as much concern that he's going to bloody give the ball away. He is much better with the ball at his feet. So I feel like he is kind of tailor-made for what Ten Hag wants to do. So yeah. FCG says, my question is, will Onana be able to adapt to the Premiership immediately? Probably not immediately, no. Probably not immediately. There will be a transitional period where he has to obviously get used to the pace and the physicality of the Premier League. But I don't see why he can't be a success in the Premier League long term. But I think there will be an adaptation period. Let's just hope that he hits the ground running. So it's a fair comment, though. You're right, Berber, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Big Dave was very, very dodgy for a while. But then again, that was because he was so weak and physically lacking. Andre Onana's a beast, mate, isn't he? David, when he came, it took him time to adapt, but that was because he was kind of like a bit of a girl, you know. That might be insulting to some girls, but you know what I mean? Like, he was a bit of a girl, wasn't he? He was very weak. He was only a teenager, and he just didn't have the physicality. Like, coming from crosses, he just got bullied all the time. It definitely took him a long time to adapt to the Premier League. I wonder if Onana will take as long. I don't think he will. I think he'll come in and he'll be pretty decent. Jamie says, I think Onana will get top assister this season and get midfielder of the year for us. Get in there, my son. Mustplay says Onana was in a Champions League final. De Gea hasn't. Come on, says Mustplay. I don't know if you can really draw too much on that, you know. What does that really necessarily mean? There, doesn't really mean all that much, does it? Get in there, my son. Okay, Sin Games, I feel you on that one. Thank you, buddy. It's all good. Hey, Tobias Jensen, thank you for subscribing to the channel. And Alan G, welcome aboard the channel, mate. Thank you so much for getting in here. I appreciate you. There's a mistake in the title. Is there really? Let's have a look at this, mate. How have I done that? Oh, there is actually. Shit. There is a mistake in the title. Thank you for noticing that, mate. I've updated it. Thank you for noticing that, mate. We've been talking about a doe deal all this time, mate. Turns out we're signing a deer. A baby deer. No, it's a done deal, mate. That's what I've changed it to now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we signed John Doe. We signed John Doe, guys. Andre Onana's not coming. We signed John Doe. No, anyway, it is a done deal. Shit. That's annoying that I messed that up. But thank you very much for letting us know that. What a legend. Get in there. Appreciate it. All right, back into the chat then, folks. Back into the chat. That Doe player, never heard of him, says Madhouse. Oh dear, says FCG. That's awesome, the Vootinator. Come on, we might even hit 300 likes on a transfer news video tonight, guys. It's been a little while since we have done. So make sure you hit that thumbs up on the stream. Give us a like if you haven't, and that'll be awesome. Thanks, guys, everyone who's done that. Doe deal, says Contrarian. I know, what a melt. Bambi's coming. Yeah, that's right, Simon. Anyway, Andre Onana's the guy. It's happy about that, folks. Bambi just left. Don't you remember Vegas? So true. He is a bit Bambi-esque, isn't he? Bambi on ice. Primos says Harry Redknapp called to inquire about John Doe. Fab's asleep, says J King. Boomy says, off topic, can you believe Margot Robbie's 33 and she looks incredible? Is 33 supposed to be old or something, Boomy? 33's like not old for a lady, mate. It's not old. I can believe that, yeah. I can't believe that. Michael Price, what's going on there? Get in there, my son. Thank you for the love. Trini Red Devil says, I wonder if he's taking the #1 shirt or the 24. Surely he's got to take the #1, though, doesn't he? Surely. I know he's obviously wears the 24, but #1, surely he's going to want that #1 spot at United. 33 is prime. Exactly there, Daz Sweets. Completely agree with you, man. You know, so, of course she looks good because she's only 33. If she was 43 and still looked like that, maybe I'd be a little bit shocked. But right now, I'd say that she's appropriate for her age, mate. What are you talking about, Mouse? Fabrizio never sleeps. Sleep is for the weak. Do you think company really wanted Voot back? Says Tafiso Mbata. It's an option, isn't it? Listen, if you're Burnley Football Club, you can do a lot worse than Wout Weghorst. You can also do better than Wout Weghorst. You know, he's locked up back again for pre-season for them today. You could probably do better even if you're Burnley. I honestly don't really rate him that much. I know he's a good lad. I know he like works his socks off and he's strong and physical, and he does give you some attributes that are good, particularly within a physical league like the Premier League. But no, he only scored 2 goals in 20 appearances for Burnley the season before we signed him. And for Manchester United, he scored a similar amount. He's just not clinical. So in terms of a goal scoring forward, he's not that at all. Simon Warner says, happy days are here again. I look forward to seeing him play on the first game of the season and what a reception he'll get to. Plenty of cheers. Absolutely, Simon. Yeah, 100%. No, he will. So my brother was messaging me earlier saying he's hoping that he's signed very soon because he'd like to see him play for the Dortmund game. My brother's going to Las Vegas to watch that. And he probably will be playing in between the sticks for that game. It'll be nice to see Onana get some opportunities pre-season to just work on some things with the team, because we are going to be changing some fundamentals with how we approach the game with him as the goalkeeper rather than De Gea. So we do need time to work on that, absolutely. Sing Game says, a kid on my school run said I was old. Next day I took a ball in, picked them up early and took them for a kick around. Call me old again. They was crying going to school. What is this? Sing Game story time or something, mate? It's bloody news of Onana. Done deal here, my friend. I'm just kidding. Mate, you're not old. You're getting better with age, Sing Games. You're not old at all. All right, any hoosers. I'm just buzzing, guys. It's a good signing. Let's not nos each other off just yet, because there's still a lot of work for Manchester United to do this summer. But it's a very, very good start. We're all getting old, Sing Games. I can't believe I'm 35, mate. I'm 36 in a couple of months, mate. It's crazy, isn't it? Thank you. I love handles. Says all the best, Piggy, just not against the Reds. Thank you so much, lad. Love the Onana song. Sing it again. Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, boy, I really want to know if you can go downtown with a girl like me. Oh, boy, I really want to be with you because you're just my type. Oh, Nana, could you imagine Ten Hag singing that? Not really, but that's what's going on. He wants this boy because he's just his type. That sounded a bit messed up. Guys. But you know what I mean. He wants Andre Onana to be the goalkeeper of Manchester United because he's his type of goalkeeper. He developed Ajax. We need a striker, a midfielder, and a defender, says Blazing Zara. Yes, I'm with you. So, midfielder-wise, Amrabat is still on the cards. He's still a player that we're looking at. That makes a heck of a lot of sense. And then also, striker-wise, we definitely need to bring in a striker. Rasmus Højlund is still on the agenda, but unfortunately, Atalanta seemingly want too much money for him at this moment. And I think we need a defender as well. I agree with you. Just a young, hot prospect, somebody to come in and deputise for the likes of Rafael Varane would be great. There you go, Daz Sweet. So Onana can skip the defence and just give it to midfield or attack. Well, he can do both. That's what's good about him. His short passing game is good for a goalkeeper. So he's comfortable on the ball. He's not adverse to skipping past an attacker who's pressing him and then just finding a short pass to the wings. Or he can play those long raking balls, which will hopefully get us away and score us some more goals this season and just be a much more offensive team. And having that ability to, deep lie playmaker, if you like. Imagine if De Gea ends up at Spurs. I'll be honest, I think there's got to be a whole host of top clubs within the Premier League and in Europe who should be trying to get David De Gea this summer. If he doesn't end up at a decent side, and Spurs, I'm not calling them a top club because they're not, but they're a good club. If he doesn't end up at a club at least of that reputation, then I think something's wrong, because I've seen him play the last couple of seasons. And he's been brilliant for Manchester United. He was really good for us last year. Don't care what anyone says. He did have a few high-profile mistakes, but he still had a great season. And the season before that, he was arguably one of our best players. Along with Cristiano Ronaldo, those two basically carried us to a really gash finish. But without those two players, the season before last, we would have even finished even lower. So I think that David De Gea is a great player, great signing for most teams. Like, for instance, if I'm Inter Milan, I know they're going to be playing with a different style. They've just had Onana. But if I was Inter Milan, I'd be looking at David De Gea. You could pocket 55 million euros and go and sign a really great player in his prime. Kind of makes sense in some ways. Kate Cadet, yes, lad, let's go. He says, Onana, done. Thank God, now get a striker. Also, I don't want to hear that naff Onana chant at Old Trafford. Ooh, check you out, Kate Cadet, lad. Oh, because it's really, really about what you want, isn't it, mate? Oh, nah, what's my name? Oh, nah, what's my game? Everybody, oh, nah, what's my name? If you don't like it, put some cotton wool in your ears, my son. It's a great chant. It's good. Anyway, nice one, Kate Cadet. Good to see you, mate. Full of the joys of spring as ever, mate. Chloe Jenkins, thank you very much indeed here for your super chat of love there. Appreciate it. Thank you, Chloe. Let's have a little look and see what it says. Can you imagine Slabby's face when he sees Onana go past him? What the fuck? Incoming pointing. Right, yeah. The thing is with Harry Maguire is hopefully he's really not going to be featuring all that much at all. For Manchester United this season. That's even if he stays. Hopefully he doesn't stay, but even if he does stay, hopefully he's just going to be fifth choice centre-back and he's really not going to be playing that much. But I guess if he does stay and he is being paid a heck of a lot of money at the club, which he is, then it kind of does make a little bit of sense to utilise him for certain games when we just need to put a body in there. you know, some lower cup games, etc. Thank you, guys. Yes, let's have a look at this. So, as we mentioned earlier on, Tellez is a target of Al Nassr. We've got some more information now breaking from Fabrizio Romano. Let's get this up on the screen as well. Thank you, Chloe. Can we get some love in there for Chloe, please, guys? What a legend. Get in there. Appreciate it. And this is the latest from Fabio Romano this evening as well. As you can see over here, it says exclusive. Galatasaray have approached Manchester United to sign Fred. Opening proposal already submitted, rejected by Man United. Transfer fee was below expectations. Wow, Fred will leave United this summer as Saudi clubs, Fulham and more Premier League clubs are already working on it. So I'd say that's quite realistic. Yeah, Fred going this summer. In regards to Galatasaray, you know, they're obviously one of the best Turkish clubs. It would be a good home for Fred, I think. But it sounds like they just haven't reached the level of transfer fee that Manchester United are looking for. What do you think Fred's worth, guys? I honestly believe Fred should be worth £25 million. £25 million. He's 31, but he's actually a good player, especially for the right team. And when you look at how much players are going for these days, he is worth a good bit of cash. £25 million at least, surely. If you sold him for less than that, I think you'd be selling him for cheap. He's a Brazil international who plays alongside Cassie in that Brazil midfield. He can't be that bad, can he? He's just not really been consistent enough for Manchester United. He's not quite technically gifted enough to do the job for us at the top level. He plays football like it's a hot potato. But he is very much a very good squad player. He always puts in the energy. He works very hard. He's got a great personality. All those sorts of things. He's got a lot of plus points. So I would rather keep him in the squad as a sort of backup rotationary player rather than just let him go for 15 mil or something. That's too much, too little. We've got to be looking to get 25 million, I think, for Fred. Vutinator thinks he's worth 30 million. Duke of Rodtown says 25 million. So does Duncan and Liam Mills. Yeah, Liam says 25 million's fair. Remember, he's 31 soon. Yeah, you have to factor that in. So he's 30, 31. He's getting on a little bit now. It's a fair point. You can't expect to get a huge amount. I mean, we paid quite a lot. I think it was like £56 million or something we paid for Fred. But we've had good years of service out of Fred. I will always look back on Fred at United as having a very good time of it. Fond memories of Fred. It's not like he was amazing for us, but he's also not one of these players that's a complete flop. He has had his moments at United. He's done well for us in certain games, certain times. He's had really great sort of purple patches here and there where he's put in good runs of form and stuff. I like Fred. But again, it's the time now for Manchester United to start rebuilding, and Fred is somebody that we need to improve upon. It doesn't quite make sense to continue with Fred if he's not going to play that many games, which he probably won't now, because Cassie's here. We've also got now Mason Mount, who's just signed. Bruno Fernandes might start to play a deeper role for Manchester United. Eriksen's here. We don't really need Fred like we used to, but he's a good backup option, like Jay King says there. He is definitely a good backup option. I 100% agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, you love Fred. Great attitude. Absolutely, Chloe. He does have a wicked attitude. He's a really likeable guy. He is super likeable, and that gets you so far. But at some point, you've got to say, what's best for the team? Who can we bring in to really make us a better outfit? And he's one of those players that's surplus to requirements, if you ask me. Ryan's absolutely bang on, though. He says that my unpopular opinion is McTominay is better than Fred. Fair enough, lad. That is an unpopular opinion. And as far as opinions go, it's a gash one. No, fair enough. Look, each to their own. He's good for Scotland, isn't he? He's good for Scotland. But in my humble opinion, he's not as good as Fred. Fred's more useful for Manchester United. I've never been blown away with McTominay at United, to be fair. Never been blown away by him. He's kind of crap. Mata was super likeable, nice guy, but it was his time, so maybe it's Fred's time. That's a great comparison, really, yeah. I mean, Juan Mata could be a ambassador for Manchester United, but there was a time when he had to go. Both need to go, says the big guy. I'm totally with you. Get rid of McTominay. Ryan says he loves a bit of McSauce. Fred's much better, says Wacker79. McTominay ain't better than Fred. End of. Speed. Fred's got the speed. Fred's also better in the tackle, if you ask me. And he's arguably better going forward. When you think about Fred playing a more advanced role in the pitch, I feel like he's actually kind of useful. McTominay has his moments. He did score some goals for us and stuff, but they're few and far between. I don't know. McTominay's probably got more goals, but in terms of creation and stuff, I've never ever really seen anything much in him. But he is versatile. He can actually even play centre-back, can't he? Not for us, but he has done for Scotland. Ericsson is going to stay with United FCG. He'll still play quite a lot of games this season, but I think he's just slipped down the pecking order. He's 32. There was always fitness concern about him getting shattered towards the end of games, towards the end of the season. He was basically pushed very hard by Manchester United last season because we didn't have the strength in depth. So he was called upon a lot of the time, and I think he suffered for it. I think he's a better player when he'll be fresh, and we can really utilise him, and we can rotate. Like, it's not going to be Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro every single game. Sometimes we're going to need Ericsson to slot in there, and he's going to be doing a really good job for us still at 32 years of age. He's a very technically gifted player, so I've got no concerns about Ericsson. He still will play for us, but I think, yeah, Mount's come in to take his position in the starting 11, essentially. Rushy says we got 296 likes. Thank you, every single one of you legends, for dropping that thumbs up button. Keep hitting the like button if you haven't done so. Give us a massive thumbs up. That'd be awesome. Drop a little like on it, and that'd be nice, guys. And we are on our way to 73,000 subscribers, guys. If you happen to be new to the channel, make sure you hit the old subscribe button. Get yourself in there. Hit the subscribe. Smash the like on this stream as well if you haven't done so. And get yourself involved with the community of legends around here. Mikhail Kramer says we got 300 likes on the stream. Come on. It's all going off. Have we? Have we? We have. We actually have, guys. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that like button. Very awesome of you guys. We've done it. 300. Get in there. Thank you, Pablo Manucci, for making it 300 likes. Absolute hero. Much love to you, dude. Yeah, United Devil, 300 before the stream ends. I'm basically going to end this stream when we get to 11:30. I will give Fabrizio Romano until 11:30 p.m. to get the Here We Go out. But if not, listen, it's a Here We Go situation anyway. We know that. The deal is done. There's nothing to be concerned about there, folks. It's all good. There are various different reports from Italy, from good sources, suggesting that this deal is all wrapped up and done, and there's nothing really to worry about. So it's done. I'm happy to say that it's done. And we're just waiting confirmation from people like Fab to put the stamp on it, basically. Jacob Kuran, thank you, says Love Pigman. Thank you so much, my friend. Get in there, you legend. Wacker says McTominay and Sancho are just sad to watch nowadays. Really wanted them to work out, but reminds me of Lingard. Yeah, very much the case. Abhinav Ketapel, hello to you. 320, says Chloe Jenkins. Get in there, you legend. Thanks, everyone. That's awesome. We have actually got that. That's pretty epic, guys. Thank you, everyone, one of you, for being here. Make sure you do hit the subscribe button. We'll be back on tomorrow giving you the ins and outs of the deal and all the latest updates throughout the day to what we do on this channel. We cover all the latest transfer news, Man United news, and in a no bullshit, no click out, no clickbait, no pump out 6 videos a day for the sake of it type way. We don't do that. We just cover the latest stuff. So get yourself involved. We'll be back on tomorrow afternoon around about 3 p.m. So if you are around tomorrow at 3, then you can come and join us for the stream. Vutinator, come on, let's be having you. 300 is what Spurs will cost for Kane, says John O'Connor. Maybe so. A nice one, Carlton Dixon. He says, wishing all the best on everything Manchester United do in this window. Yes, absolutely. Sabitzer would have improved. I would have taken Sabitzer for the right price. 100% would. Just as another body, another squad player. But don't know if he really improves us all that much. I was impressed with him in a few games, but he also seemed reasonably injury prone, and the last thing United need is an injury prone player, another injury prone player. Hey, thank you, Rushmano. Appreciate you, dude. Kate says if you want a reliable sauce pig, it has to be Heinz. Well said. Yeah, Heinz is good, but it's expensive these days, mate. I don't know about you guys, but I've been buying supermarket brand ketchup these days, mate, because it's so much cheaper, lad. And it's basically 90% of the Heinz vibe. But, yeah, no, nothing beats Heinz, though. You posh bastard, Cake Cadet. Carlton, get in there, Vutinator, absolutely. How's it going, Brad? Right, good to see you, mate. How are you getting on, lad? Thank you, Rushmono. Yes, indeed, hit the subscribe button. Branston Bees are great these days. I agree, they've improved their recipe, lad. Thank you, United Devil says, cheers for the stream, Pig. I really enjoyed it tonight. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a really good one. Always nice being on the stream when these bits of breaking information come out. And, you know, it's always very, very nice indeed. Hang on, what's this? Oh, okay, so we've got a photo of Andre Onana pictured here. Somebody's taken a snap of him this evening, and he's signing some autographs at the restaurant where he's at, and it looks like he's saying goodbye to people, which is pretty interesting. So just another photo. Thank you, Rushmano, for keeping us up to date with all the latest stuff going on. Bounce Central says Daddy shits on Heinz. Totally disagree with you, Bounce Central. Do you know what? Daddy's used to be the best. I'm with you. It used to be the best. Have you had Daddy sauce in the last year or two? They've turned it into some watered down mess. I used to scream from the rooftops about how great Daddy's sauce was. Now it's crap. Honestly, it's rubbish now, mate. They've done something. It's watery, mate. It's like that sauce you get in those big tubs at the fairground, mate. It's dirt cheap. It's rubbish. It's really not that good anymore. Good man, is it true we signed a new goalkeeper, says Brad Wright? It is, mate. It is. Onana's done, mate. It's basically done. Hopefully he's in within the next week. Brad Wright says his missus likes Daddy sauce. Hey-oh! I haven't had HP in a long time, you know, Madhouse. Not too bad, United for life. Thanks for asking, bud. Want De Gea back? Sorry. Fair enough, Paula. I get it, you know. He's been a great player for us. Audi ketchup's banging. There you go, True Red Devil. I get the 60p as the Just Essential ones these days, which is just as good as the Daddies, if you ask me. Yeah, Amrabat's one of these players. Hopefully we'll get him very, very soon, my friend. Let's hope so, just to bolster those midfield options. Yeah, Dolmio Bolognese sauce is epic, Ryan. I don't know how we've got off on this tangent, but we have done. Pig, red or brown sauce? I like red, to be fair. I'm about that red sauce life, mate. What's long and green and smells like... Oh, no. Oh, has Onana taken a mint on his exit from the restaurant? Yeah, it looks like it, bud. Yeah. Hey, Rushmano says we've got 324 likes. Thank you, everyone who's liked the video here. We're basically going to wrap this video up now, guys, but make sure you hit the like button before you go. Smash the subscribe button if you happen to be new to this channel, because we will be covering all the latest United news throughout the next coming days and covering all of the transfers throughout this transfer window. So hit that subscribe button. And also drop a thumbs up on it. Smash the bell icon for notifications so you don't miss any of the streams. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. And also Threads at Flying Pig United on all those places. And just thank you for watching, guys. We will wrap it up, but it's been an absolute pleasure. We were waiting for the confirmation of Fabrizio Romano. Doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon, but he did say about an hour ago that it would be done in the next few hours. So that's good enough, really. Okay, brilliant. That's basically it, guys. Thank you so much, every one of you, for getting in here. You are a bunch of legends. Thank you, Rushmano. Thank you, Gungshi. Thank you, Stu. Great to see you, Stu. Hope you're good. Thank you, Makeu, Mark Egan. I do remember Bebo, mate. The social media Bebo. Yeah, I do, mate. Absolutely. The EAFC cover is sus, mate. It's sus. Great show. Thank you, United Tactical Talk. Thank you, Must Play. Thank you, Duke of Rodtown. Thank you, Kritan. And everybody else as well. That's it from me. Thank you, Simon Warner, Fat Chinese Gaming, Daz Sweets, Rushmano, Sylvester, JK, Anthony, John O'Connor, Madhouse, Mark, Luke, Kate Cadet, everybody else as well, guys. That's it from me. Thank you for tuning in. It's a done deal. We do have our man, just awaiting final confirmation. There'll probably be an announcement tomorrow from the clubs. There probably will be an official announcement from United and Inter to suggest that they've reached an agreement. So look forward to that. Come back after this video is finished and comment with your thoughts and opinions about this signing and what you think about it and how you rate it. Please do have your say after this video is finished. You can keep the debate going after this live stream's ended by coming back in the not live comment section and having your say there. So please do keep the debate going. Let us know what you think about it after this show. And we'll be back tomorrow with the latest updates and the final confirmation and everything. Good night. God bless you all. Thanks for being here. There's the latest United news. And it's been a spicy one. Have a great night. Piggy loves you. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those places. All the links are in the description. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com for your latest United news. And I'll see you on the next one. God bless, guys. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they sink, sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.